Hey, what is up guys? I'm back with another video. I got a lot of requests on this idea for a video, and I figured I would put up one just because I got a lot of questions about it. So if anybody in the future has questions about it, I can just direct them to this video. And I was pretty surprised about how often this was asked, but besides my wheels, or what wheels are they, one of the most common questions that I got in all my videos that showed the engine bay was, how do you keep your engine bay so clean? So I sat there and tried to think, like, oh, should I do a full video on using the whole pressure washer, and spraying it down and agitating everything and using brushes and keeping it clean, but I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do that, because that's not what I do all the time. I do that maybe once a year, if that. It's not really a way that I clean the engine bay often. It's just something that I do once in a while. That doesn't necessarily really do anything, just because I do keep this engine bay pretty clean. That's just the way I live my life. I make things clean, and I keep them, I maintain them. And the reason for that is it makes it easier to keep clean. If you let something go and you don't really spend time on it, and you just let it get really dirty and everything, it just takes more time to get it clean or get it to back up to par of where you want it. And then that becomes intimidating, and you kind of just lose interest, and you just, you don't do it. So my motto is just to maintain it, keep it clean, and then when it comes time to actually, really do a deep down clean, it's not going to take as long, or it's not going to be as challenging, just because it's already somewhat already done. So I'm basically just kind of describe what I do to it, because I don't want to put out a video where I'm just saying, oh, I do this all the time, and this is what you have to do to keep it this clean. It's just not something that I do, and I don't want to put anything out there that's kind of falsifying what any of my processes. So how do I keep it this clean? I pretty much just wipe it down after every wash. I use the pressure washer that's over there. I don't hose down the engine bay with the pressure washer. Once in a while I'll do that if it's really dirty, but it's very rare. Like I said, I maybe do that once a year if it's really dirty. Usually after the winter, after all the salt and stuff, just to kind of give it a good cleaning before the warmer months. But that's pretty much it. I really just take, because water does get into the engine bay a little bit, and after I, during my washes. So after when I'm drying it, I open up and do all the door jams and everything, and then I come open the hood, and I do, like around on the hood up here, all down the rain guards or the sides here, and I just wipe everything down, and that's pretty much how it stays clean. I've seen engine bays, a car on the outside will look really clean. You open up the hood, and it looks absolutely horrendous under there. And for people that haven't seen my other videos, I do dry this every day. I live in New Jersey. It's been through the snow and the salt and the rain and everything, you name it, and it really doesn't get dirty. I mean, some dirt and grime kind of builds up, mainly back here by the coil over there, or the camber plate. Sometimes here and there, once in a while, I'll get a leaf or something on on the intercooler, or up in the guard up here. But that's really it. It really doesn't get dirty. Once in a while I'll spend a little bit more time on it after a wash. I'll just kind of really wipe everything down. But I don't use any specific products. I don't use any brushes. I literally just use a specific old microfiber towel that I kind of dedicated to keeping this clean. And I just wipe everything down. There's really no crazy process, no specific product or brushes or anything like that. It's really, I don't want to overcomplicate it and make you think that that's what you have to do. A lot of people might be in a different situation where their engine bay is really dirty, and it may warrant to spray it down with like an all-purpose cleaner. I'll show you over here. I have, I'm kind of empty up here, but I got some refill up there, but I have Adam's all-purpose cleaner over here, and what I would do is I would just spray that down. I got some brushes and stuff over there, some brushes up there, and just kind of agitate it, just on like all the little areas and stuff in there, and just kind of get all the dirt kind of moved around and loose and everything. and then I would just spray it down with the pressure washer. Obviously you don't want to spray directly into the intercooler or by the fuse box or anything like that, or obviously by the intake. You know, it's kind of easy to control with a power washer. With the hose, it's a little bit harder because there's a lot more water coming out, but with a pressure washer, you can kind of control where the water is going much easier, and it doesn't get as wet, in other words. But you gotta remember, engine bays do get wet when you're driving in the rain, when you're driving in the snow. You know, you got to think underneath is getting soaked, and you know, I know there's a tray under there, but it still gets wet. If you open up your engine bay after a car wash or after a rainstorm or something like that, it's wet. So don't be afraid that, you know, oh no, my engine bay's wet, it's gonna not work or anything. Don't be afraid of that. It's meant to get wet. You know, obviously you don't want to sit there and spray it like crazy, but you kind of just want to go over it and get all the soap and the all-purpose cleaner or the grease or anything that you use off the engine bay parts. But that's pretty much it. And once in a while, if I do a deep cleaning like that, I'll use like Adams or Carpool Pearl, which is, can't see it, but it's back there, or some type of plastic and vinyl cleaner. I'll spray it on. Meguiar's Hyper Dressing is really good. I know Matt from Upsteps Garage uses that. He's a really big fan of it. I haven't used that yet. I haven't tried it, but I'm sure I would like it. So someday I'll try it. But yeah, what he does is he just sprays down with Hyper Dressing the whole engine bay when it's soaking wet after he washes it, then closes the hood, and it leaves a good perfect shine. And that's the same look that I prefer as well. If you notice, there's nothing shiny, there's no crazy gross slickness or oiliness or anything. It's just dry, you know. And that's it. There's really nothing to it. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I don't want to make people think I spend hours and hours keeping this thing clean, because I really don't. You know, just a simple wipe down after every wash, and that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions about any of the products or the products that I showed in there, or if you have questions of how to do like more of a deep cleaning, I can definitely do that. But I just wanted to put this up there just to kind of be, you know, to be honest. I don't want to say I did something to keep it clean when I really don't, because, you know, that's not what I'm about, and I want to make sure that people understand just kind of how simple it is to keep a car clean without going overboard. You don't need the products and you know, brushes and all that stuff that people are using to keep their cars clean these days on social media. You know, it's a lot of gimmicky stuff out there, and you know, you don't need to fall for it. So you just need some simple basic stuff, and you can keep it as clean as this. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to ask them in the comments below. I really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I'm definitely going to put out more videos. This is really fun for me, and I'm enjoying kind of talking about the car and answering questions and anything any questions that anybody have. But yeah, that's it for now. And yeah, that's my clean engine bay. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.